Katseye Lara addresses Lollapalooza queerbaiting allegations. But is Vcha having a rebrand? Weird K-pop VMA nominations and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. And if your landlord is being an absolute menace by calling people about you behind your back, telling others that they aren't allowed to speak to you, while also being a working professional in the area and refusing to accept the rent you sent through e-transfer, well, I hope you have an amazing day. Is Vcha rebranding? So of course we all know that KG has filed a lawsuit against JYP Entertainment to be released from her contract. I made an entire video about that. Her allegations, JYP's rebuttals to those allegations. So she has effectively left the group, and then recently we also learned that Kaylee has left the group. So what is going on with the remaining 4 members, or allegedly the remaining 4 members? We don't fully know. Though it was recently discovered that JYP filed a trademark for girl set, and people immediately assumed that that would be Vcha's rebrand. But first, a little update about KG's lawsuit. She shared to her Instagram story basically that she had been preparing her response to JYP America's declaration, gathering unreleased evidence to disprove their claims, but it seems that the judge told her to hold off on it, and that the court ordered them to participate in settlement negotiations. Quote, "I'm not sure how to feel about this. Whether JYP America and I will reach a settlement is unknown, but the judge has ordered that we at least try. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't get the chance to file my response to JYP's claims, as I have plenty of unreleased evidence and documents. That doesn't mean I won't ever get that chance, because if it proceeds to trial, I anticipate the release of it." She clarifies, because this was an accusation that had been made, especially in light of JYP's declarations, with them claiming that she wanted a solo career, but she clarifies, "I want to be clear that I did not leave Vcha for a solo opportunity. No opportunity was ever offered to me, either then or now. My decision to leave was because it was in the best interest of my mental health." And then she also talks about her mom, who was also part of these declarations, which led a lot of people to claim that her mom was the one behind this, that her mom wanted money. Quote, "Additionally, my mom has nothing to do with the reason for my departure. The false claims made that she is after money or personal gain is untrue. In my 18 years, my mom has never profited $1 from me. It's disheartening to hear such allegations made, especially while still grieving the loss of her son. I'm not sure what will happen next in this case, but I'm beyond grateful for the support you've all shown me throughout this process. You're the reason my voice has been heard." From there, it seemed that the content on Vcha's social media accounts had been removed. Their YouTube, their Twitter, their Instagram, their TikTok. And if you went to JYP's website, it seems that they weren't even listed as artists anymore. But then the 4 remaining members opened their own personal Instagram accounts, and they each posted a photograph of 4 microphones with their names on it, leading people to really believe the whole girl set rebrand. I don't know if rebranding is going to be a good idea. This seems more like an attempt to erase everything that happened with Kaylee and KG. Should have just disbanded. I feel for the girls. I understand wanting to continue if this is your dream career, but I feel like it's going to be hard for them to proceed now that everyone knows what they went through. Though on the other hand, there are a lot of people who will be continuing to support the 4 remaining members. Only 1 to only 4. I will miss KG and Kaylee's voices, but I'm ready to see what they have in store, ready for the rest of the remaining members, rooting for them. I truly wish nothing but the best for these girls, be it with JYP or without. They've worked so hard and seem to have been to hell and back. I will definitely be supporting them with this new rebrand. I genuinely wish the best for these girls. They're incredibly talented, and like many idols with tough beginnings, they're just trying to achieve their dreams. I supported them as Vcha and will continue to do so however they rebrand now. Now, if we go to JYPE's website, I mean, people are saying that girl set is appearing on their website, but when I go personally, I can't find them. But of course, let me know what you think of this potential rebrand, and if you'd be supporting this rebrand as well. I think there's a lot of people who feel conflicted, because on one hand, you understand the amount of effort and you essentially know what the group had to go through to get where they are, and you don't want innocent members to suffer, but at the same time, if you don't support them, they fail, but if you do support them, you support the company. So how would you navigate a situation like that? So of course, Katseye recently performed at Lollapalooza, and they pulled in such a huge crowd, and there were a lot of memorable moments of their performance. One of them included this moment between Laura and Madein. Now, it seems there's a bit of a backstory behind this. Madein said on Weverse that they planned it out the morning of, so I can't find it specifically, but it was an audio recording where she talked about it. But following the performance, there were some people accusing them of queer baiting. So for those who don't know, this is a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment in which creators just hint at but do not depict same-sex romance or other LGBTQ plus representation. According to Wikipedia, the purpose of this method is to attract, to bait, a queer or straight ally audience with the suggestion or possibility of relationships or characters that appeal to them. But in doing this, they're also not alienating any homophobic members of the audience or any censors by actually going through with the representation of a queer relationship. So with that being said, immediately a response to this has been, well, real people can't do this. This is used in film and TV and so on and so forth. People have also pointed to the fact that Lara has come out as queer herself. So she actually took to Weverse to say, if one is queer, how can they be baiting if they are queer? That's my question. So a lot of people were applauding her for this, basically applauding Katseye in general for speaking out against things that they aren't comfortable with. By the way, YouTube is a fickle thing, so please forgive me if there's any censorship. I made a short about this and I censored it in the subtitles, and a lot of people were like, why are you censoring this word? It's not a bad word. I can't even say the word fat sometimes. Like, girl, it's hard out here. Try being an influencer for a day. No, but like, I don't know what's allowed, what's not allowed. We need to be careful. If you see me beating around the bush, there's a reason, okay? So here's what you guys had to say about this on YouTube. A queer person can't queer bait. People just want something to hate her for. Some people just want drama so bad. Lara is openly queer and Madein is keeping her sexuality private. Literally 99% of male K-pop idols queer bait and nobody cares. I love that these girls aren't taking any of the BS that online weirdos throw at them. Just so everyone knows, real people cannot queer bait. Queer baiting is pretty specific to corporations and commercial entertainment exploiting queer relationships for financial gain and insinuating regular people are queer baiting based on their interactions with others or how affectionate they are can lead to dangerous or uncomfortable situations where people can feel forced to come out. The people who are historically harmed by being accused of queer baiting are queer people. Nobody owes anybody explanation for their sexuality, and they can do whatever they want with their bodies without putting a label on themselves for others. Wish that people didn't assume, just let them do their thing. I think that's definitely a great point because of course people were accusing both of them, and if one of them doesn't want to discuss this, doesn't really want people to speculate about it, then it absolutely puts them in a difficult position because there absolutely is that pressure to stop people from saying this by coming out. But of course, with all that, let me know your thoughts in the comments. The MTV VMAs have just released their nominations, and some people are really weirded out about the K-pop categories. So first off, let's look at the nominations. We'll just be focusing on the K-pop, by the way, but for Video of the Year, we have APT by Rose and Bruno Mars, no K-pop in Artist of the Year, no K-pop in Best New Artist, no K-pop in Best Pop Artist. In Push Performance of the Year, we do have Touch by Katseye, though. In Best Collaboration, we have APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. In Best Pop, Rose and Bruno Mars. Moving all the way to Best K-pop, we have Whiplash, Jenny Like Jenny, Jimin's Who, Jisoo's Earthquake, Lisa featuring Doja Cat and Ray with Born Again, Rose Toxic Till the End, Stray Kids Chick Chick Boom. This is really not Stray Kids, sorry. This is really what people are like confused about. How is this K-pop? Also, no K-pop nominations in Best Choreography either. The others I don't mind, but how the hell Rose, Lisa, and Jimin's song that is fully English is in this category? What the hell VMAs in their K-pop category can go to hell every year? What's Korean about Born Again? Placing all the pinks into the K-pop category despite only one song actually being K-pop. Yes, Thai, American, and British, you're right, that is so K-pop. A full English song from a Thai, American, and British singer being nominated under the Korean pop category, sure. There's also people discussing Jisoo being nominated in this category. People also suggesting other artists who should have been nominated as well. Didn't we have a similar problem last year? I can't remember. Was it? I guess it was Lisa being nominated in the K-pop category for her solo stuff when it was entirely in English and she wasn't Korean herself. I believe that was the topic of conversation last year, but of course, let me know your thoughts. So we're going to take a minute to talk about the ongoing Madein situation. We will be touching on some sensitive topics, so of course, feel free to skip. So essentially, ex-member Khan left the company and then filed a lawsuit against the CEO, where it was alleged that he her. 143 Entertainment denied this, but ever since, fans have been urging people to boycott the group. Then in May, it was announced that member Suhe would be going on hiatus, quote, due to personal reasons. But fans, of course, have been very worried about the members, especially after Khan's lawsuit. But now both Yesa and Suhe seem to not be promoting with the group. Fans have brought up that the group have a light stick, but for the photo cards, we only see 4 members. It seems the company even debuted a subunit featuring those 4 members. So yeah, and fans are just wondering what happened to the 2 members. Recently, recent updates to the Madein case, a thread. Member Suhe went on hiatus over 3 months ago, and there's been no news updates since the original post. Recently, Madein had a schedule on their calendar where only 4 members, the Japanese members, were shown to attend. The 5th member and the other only active Korean member at this point, Yeso, was left out. There was no announcement from the company. Almost directly after this, 143 Entertainment, Madein's company, had a press release stating that they would be debuting a subunit, Madein S, composed of only the Japanese members. To capitalize on Kepler's fandom, 143 released the comeback poster on the same day as Kepler's bubblegum news came out. This is a very calculated and sinister approach. Then, of course, the light stick situation. So, of course, with this, fans are demanding for answers for ex-member Khan, for the 2 members who seemingly aren't promoting with the group anymore, and of course also wanting to boycott their content. So that's the update as of now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, so let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. Fans have been discussing IVE's quote-unquote meet and greet at KCON, where you're just expected to walk past them really quickly and just like not even say anything to them, just wave at them. I have to say, like, I've seen this structure before. Like, you just walk past them so quickly. But it's been a topic of conversation. The caption saying, just waving goodbye at my $110 for 6 seconds. I'm presuming you kind of know this beforehand. If so, that's definitely on you. Tonon's Pakbom will be halting activities following medical advice to prioritize rest and stability. It seems that Everglow have unofficially confirmed that they will be moving on as a 4-member girl group. I say unofficially because it seems that the members themselves have been saying things, but we haven't seen an official statement by any company regarding this. But it seems Mia has decided not to continue with the group and that Iran will be staying with Yehua. Or rather, she still has a contract with the company. Boa talked about the backlash she received when she was in Got the Beat from fans thinking that she was the reason behind the group, when in reality she clarifies that she said no to being part of the group to begin with, but then eventually SM convinced her, and then she still received backlash after the fact. Sabrina Carpenter arrested twice during her set at Lollapalooza, which was very cute. Fans are saying that this group needs to change their name. It seems that after Junghan received a Labubu, she shared that she's not interested in dolls and to not be fooled by trends, which actually brings us to just random things I'd like to share with you guys. So, K-pop fans joking about idols falling for Labubu consumerism while buying 40 copies of the same album. Well, okay, there's this trend where people will go onto fan calls or into idol live streams and say this quote. They say people with low voices are more likely to cheat. And then you see the idol, they'll read it or whatever, and then they start speaking in a higher tone. And I'm like, if my fan did that to me, I swear to God. Here's just an example. Oh, it's Weverse. You get the gist, right? Though, like, I've been wanting to talk about this because I'm like, it's like the idol almost has no choice but to have a higher pitch voice to like play along with it. But that would piss me off so much if somebody did that to me, because it's kind of like forcing you to act silly. You know what I mean? And I would just hate it. I would be like, because it's like you're damned if you don't, right? This would go into like very niche reasons as to why I could never be an idol. Very niche, okay? Damn, I guess that's literally it. There is this whole like Mingi thing. I guess there was a fan. I think the fan is joking. She was like, she like stitched a video of Mingi like staring or whatever. And she's like, I was thinking I wanted to share this moment for me. Something about Mingi finding his prey. I genuinely feel like that girl was joking, okay? But that's been like a huge joke, and I like the joke. Okay, so we're not gonna touch on the original video. I think the original video has been deleted, and I don't want to dogpile on anybody who's receiving a lot of hate right now. But again, something was mentioned about a prey, Mingi being able to find his prey. Anyways, take a look at this photo card holder. I wasn't just another screaming girl. I challenged his stare down. He saw me, he waved, pointed twice. And if you think I'm done, let's see if the wolf can find his prey again. Good luck. I love it.
No, you're not getting it. Ning Ning is the wolf. And the fact that she found her prey again before the elders did is crazy. No, you're not getting it. Ning Ning.
This merging of worlds. I love it. And then I came across this account that shares under 500,000 listeners on Spotify. And I was like, oh, this sounds good. And by the way, she used to be part of the group Evil. EVOL. Do you guys remember that song? Oh my God. I can't. I can sing it and dance it for you. I can't think of the title right now. Yeah. So Bibiana, evil. Oh my gosh. We are a bit different. Yes. Oh my god, this song is so amazing. The same dance floor. I reckon that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And as for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.